Welcome back to Global Works TV, your premier destination for exploring the fascinating world of industrial craftsmanship and manufacturing excellence. Here, we celebrate the timeless traditions and cutting-edge innovations that have shaped America's industrial landscape for generations. The American lumber industry stands as one of our country's oldest and most vital sectors, dating back to the early colonial settlements of the 1600s. From towering white pines to mighty Douglas firs, our forests have provided the backbone for building America, literally from the ground up. Today, this industry generates over $300 billion annually, continuing a legacy that spans 4 centuries. We're proud to showcase Biewer Lumber, a company that exemplifies the perfect marriage of traditional lumber processing wisdom with state-of-the-art automated technology. Their comprehensive production process transforms raw timber into precision-cut lumber through an intricate dance of high-tech machinery and time-honored techniques. From computerized scanning systems that optimize every cut to automated sorting equipment that ensures consistent quality, Biewer's operation represents the pinnacle of modern lumber manufacturing. But before we explore mill operations, we've saved something truly spectacular for the end: the breathtaking process of how these magnificent trees are harvested and transported from forest to mill. Trust me, you won't want to miss this incredible display of American ingenuity, so please stay with us until the very end. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the most captivating part of our incredible journey, witnessing the magnificent transformation of raw timber into premium lumber, one of the most spectacular manufacturing processes you'll ever witness. As these impressive log trucks approach the mill, each one carries tons of carefully selected timber, representing months of forest management and harvesting expertise. After the critical weighing process that ensures accurate inventory and fair pricing, these massive logs are transported to the log yard, the staging area, where timber awaits its transformation into America's building materials. Here we witness the impressive log cranes manufactured by Fulgham Industries, Inc., powerful machines that have revolutionized timber handling operations across America. These magnificent cranes are absolutely crucial for optimizing raw material processing, significantly boosting productivity while reducing labor costs for mills nationwide. These specialized log cranes feature robust construction, built around a long boom arm mounted on a rotating base that can traverse circular or straight rail systems, providing coverage over vast areas of the log yard. At the boom's end sits a specialized grapple attachment, engineered to lift and rotate logs of varying sizes and weights with remarkable precision and control. Watch as these powerful machines gracefully maneuver massive logs, positioning them precisely for the next stage of processing. It's a ballet of steel and timber that showcases the remarkable engineering that drives America's lumber industry forward. The journey continues as logs enter the stem wave feeder system, where timber is methodically positioned for optimal processing. This ingenious conveyor system ensures smooth, consistent flow while maintaining the integrity of each log as it moves through the mill. Next, we encounter the marvel of modern lumber technology, the bucking scanner and optimization system. Using advanced laser scanning and computer algorithms, this sophisticated equipment analyzes each log's characteristics, identifying defects and determining the most profitable cutting strategy to maximize yield from every piece of timber. The bucking operation represents one of the most critical stages in lumber processing, where computer optimization translates into real-world cutting precision. The multi-saw stem trimmer embodies decades of engineering refinement, featuring multiple circular saws positioned at strategic intervals along the cutting line. This sophisticated system processes stems that may exceed 100 feet in length, transforming them into precise log lengths optimized for maximum value recovery. The trimmer's computer brain continuously analyzes data from the optimization scanner, making real-time decisions about cut locations based on defect patterns, market specifications, and grade requirements. Each saw blade, measuring up to 60 inches in diameter, operates independently under hydraulic control, engaging and retracting with split-second timing. The carbide-tipped teeth maintain their cutting edge through thousands of cuts, while automated sharpening systems ensure consistent performance throughout production shifts. What makes this system particularly remarkable is its ability to execute multiple simultaneous cuts with tolerances measured in fractions of inches. A single stem might receive 8 to 12 cuts, each positioned to maximize the grade and value of resulting log sections. The trimmer accommodates stems, ranging from small diameter poles to massive old-growth logs exceeding 4 feet in diameter, automatically adjusting cutting parameters for each piece. This flexibility ensures optimal processing regardless of log size variations, while integrated measuring systems verify that each cut meets exact length specifications required by downstream processing equipment. Once the multi-saw system completes its precision cuts, the resulting cants and logs must be efficiently sorted and directed to appropriate processing lines. This critical task falls to the electric kickers and log deck systems, automated sorting mechanisms that operate with remarkable speed and reliability. The electric kickers consist of pneumatically powered arms that extend and retract based on computer commands, physically directing each piece of wood to its designated processing path. These systems can differentiate between various cant sizes, log grades, and species, ensuring that each piece reaches the most appropriate downstream processing equipment. Modern sensors throughout the system monitor material flow rates, detect potential jams before they occur, and automatically adjust conveyor speeds to maintain optimal productivity. This integration ensures smooth transitions between processing stages while minimizing handling damage that could reduce lumber quality and value. Another wave feeder system guides the processed logs toward the next critical stage, maintaining the steady rhythm that keeps the entire mill operation running smoothly and efficiently. A second scanning station further analyzes log characteristics, fine-tuning the processing strategy as logs approach the primary breakdown equipment. This redundant quality control ensures optimal utilization of every piece of timber. The flying log turner rotates logs to present the optimal face for processing, demonstrating the incredible precision and timing that modern sawmill equipment achieves. This split-second positioning can make the difference between premium-grade lumber and lower-quality products. This stage confirms that logs meet exact specifications for the intended products, embodying the measure twice, cut once philosophy that has guided skilled craftsmen for generations. The chipper canter begins the transformation from round log to rectangular cant, removing the curved edges while simultaneously producing valuable wood chips for paper and other products. Nothing is wasted in this efficient process. The sideboard profiler and circular quad saw system represents the heart of primary breakdown, where logs become dimensional lumber. 4 synchronized circular saws work together to produce perfectly parallel surfaces and precise dimensions. The sideboard outfeed system manages the flow of newly cut lumber, sorting and directing boards based on size and quality specifications with remarkable efficiency. The cant turner rotates the squared timber to present different faces for additional processing, ensuring optimal yield from each piece of wood. Another sophisticated scanning system analyzes the cant's characteristics, identifying the best cutting pattern to maximize the yield of high-grade lumber while minimizing defects. The TBL3 curved sawing system represents advanced technology that follows the natural grain patterns of wood, optimizing cuts to work with rather than against the timber's natural characteristics. The 12 inches double arbor chipper gang represents one of the most productive sawing systems in Biewer's facility, capable of processing multiple cants simultaneously with exceptional speed and accuracy. This powerful system features 2 parallel arbor assemblies, each equipped with multiple 12-inch circular saw blades positioned to make simultaneous cuts through the cant material. The double arbor configuration allows for processing 2 cants simultaneously, effectively doubling production capacity compared to single arbor systems. Each arbor can accommodate multiple saw blades with precise spacing that determines the thickness of the resulting lumber. Computer-controlled blade positioning ensures consistent dimensions across all lumber produced. The chipper gang's robust construction handles the tremendous forces generated when multiple saw blades cut through large cants simultaneously. Advanced chip removal systems use powerful air currents to evacuate sawdust and chips, maintaining clean cutting conditions and preventing blade binding. This combination of speed, capacity, and precision makes the double arbor chipper gang an essential component for high-volume lumber production. The double unscrambler system organizes and aligns boards for the next processing stage, ensuring consistent orientation and spacing for optimal handling. The rotary lug loader demonstrates ingenious mechanical design, efficiently transferring lumber between processing stations while maintaining proper board orientation and spacing. Yet another scanning and optimization system fine-tunes the trimming process, ensuring each board meets exact length specifications while maximizing yield from available material. The positioning fence system precisely aligns boards for the final trimming operation, demonstrating the attention to detail that separates quality lumber from mediocre products. The electric trimmer makes the final precision cuts, creating boards with perfectly square ends and exact lengths that meet the demanding specifications of modern construction. The drag chain sorter efficiently separates lumber by grade and size, routing each board to its appropriate destination with mechanical precision that rivals human judgment. The sticker stacker creates properly spaced stacks of lumber with thin wooden strips called stickers between layers, ensuring optimal air circulation for the crucial drying process that follows. The dual-path continuous kilns represent one of the most critical stages in lumber production. These massive chambers use precisely controlled heat and humidity to remove moisture from lumber while preventing warping, cracking, and other defects that can ruin otherwise perfect boards. The planer mill tilt hoist efficiently transfers dried lumber to the planing operation, where rough sawn boards will receive their final smooth finish and exact dimensions. The planer infeed and bridge system positions lumber for the planing process with the precision that ensures consistent results across thousands of board feet of production. The planer machine transforms rough lumber into the smooth, precisely dimensioned boards that builders and craftsmen demand. Multiple cutting heads work in perfect synchronization to create uniform surfaces in exact dimensions. The planer outfeed slowdown belts carefully control the exit speed of newly planed boards, preventing damage to the pristine surfaces while maintaining production flow. Another unscrambler system organizes planed lumber for the final processing stages, ensuring proper orientation and spacing for quality control and grading operations. A second rotary lug loader transfers lumber between stations with the same precision and efficiency as its counterpart in the earlier processing stages. The autograder represents the culmination of decades of lumber industry expertise, automatically assessing each board's quality and assigning appropriate grades based on standardized criteria that ensure consistent quality for customers. The line shaft trimmer makes any final length adjustments needed to meet customer specifications, demonstrating the flexibility and precision of modern lumber processing equipment. A final drag chain sorter system routes finished lumber to appropriate destinations based on grade, size, and customer orders, ensuring efficient inventory management and order fulfillment. The bundle transfer system efficiently moves sorted lumber to the bundling area, maintaining the organization and quality achieved through the entire processing sequence. Yet another unscrambler system ensures perfect organization of lumber for the final packaging operations, reflecting the industry's commitment to quality and efficiency. The double fork stacker creates neat, properly aligned bundles of finished lumber, preparing them for the protective packaging that will preserve their quality during shipping and storage. The strapping machine applies strong steel or plastic bands around lumber bundles, securing them for safe transport while providing convenient handling points for forklifts and cranes. Finally, skilled operators use forklifts to carefully transport these precisely bundled lumber packages to the shipping yard, where they await delivery to construction sites, retail centers, and building projects across America. What we've witnessed here is nothing short of extraordinary. Biewer Lumber stands as a proud guardian of American craftsmanship, transforming millions of board feet annually, while employing generations of skilled workers who've built their lives around this noble trade. For over a century, companies like Biewer have been the backbone of our nation's growth, providing the essential materials that built our homes, schools, and communities from coast to coast. This is the essence of American industry at its finest, where innovation meets tradition, where technology serves craftsmanship, and where every board tells a story of dedication and pride. But our journey isn't complete yet. Coming up next, prepare to be amazed as we venture deep into the forests where these magnificent giants begin their journey. You'll witness the incredible skill of modern loggers and the massive machinery that harvests these towering trees with respect and precision. Don't miss this thrilling conclusion to our lumber industry adventure. Now comes the moment to answer the fundamental question that has captivated minds for generations. Where do these magnificent logs that feed Biewer Lumber's incredible machinery actually come from? Stay with us through this extraordinary journey as we transport you back in time to witness the evolution of American logging, from the backbreaking struggles of our forefathers to today's technological marvels that would seem like science fiction to loggers of yesteryear. We now venture from the precision and comfort of the modern mill floor into the wild, untamed realm where man confronts nature at its most formidable, the rugged mountainous terrain where Biewer Lumber's premium raw materials begin their epic journey. Prepare yourself to witness logging operations in landscapes so challenging, so unforgiving, that they would have broken the spirit of earlier generations, yet today represent the cutting edge of sustainable forest management. Picture this: towering slopes that pitch at angles exceeding 45 degrees, where morning fog clings to ancient conifers, and where every tree removal requires the expertise of skilled operators working in harmony with sophisticated machinery. This is where logging becomes an art form, demanding both courage and precision that our grandfathers could never have imagined. In bygone eras, these mountainous forests remained largely untouched, deemed too dangerous and unprofitable to harvest. Loggers of the early 1900s relied on crosscut saws, axes, and teams of oxen or horses, tools wholly inadequate for these treacherous slopes. Many timber stands were simply written off as inaccessible, leaving valuable resources stranded in nature's fortress. But witness today's transformation. Advanced cable logging systems now conquer what was once impossible. These engineering marvels employ high tensile steel cables, spanning vast distances between strategic anchor points, creating aerial highways that can transport massive logs across chasms and up impossible grades. The thunderous roar of powerful winches echoes through these mountain valleys as logs weighing several tons glide effortlessly through the air, suspended hundreds of feet above the forest floor. At the heart of this operation stands the modern feller buncher, a mechanical marvel that combines the power of hydraulic systems with computer-controlled precision. These behemoths, weighing over 80,000 pounds, navigate terrain that would challenge a mountain goat. Their massive tracks distribute weight across unstable slopes, while their articulated arms reach out to grasp trees with the delicacy of a surgeon, yet with the strength to handle timber weighing tons. Watch as the feller buncher's cutting head engages a magnificent Douglas fir, a tree that has stood sentinel on this mountainside for perhaps a century. In one fluid motion, the hydraulic saw slices through wood that would take a man with a chainsaw 15 minutes to fell, while simultaneously grasping the trunk to prevent dangerous bouncing and rolling. This is technology serving both efficiency and safety in ways our logging ancestors never dreamed possible. The challenges these operators face are extraordinary. Morning ice can make already treacherous slopes deadly. Afternoon winds can turn a routine tree fall into a life-threatening situation. Unstable soil conditions require constant vigilance, as a machine worth $500,000 can tumble into a ravine in seconds if an operator misjudges the terrain. Modern GPS systems now guide these operations with military precision. Each tree's location is mapped, its species identified, and its optimal harvesting sequence calculated by computers that consider factors like slope stability, wind patterns, and environmental protection zones. This technological integration ensures that every movement serves multiple purposes, maximizing timber recovery while minimizing environmental impact and operator risk. The massive logs, once cut, begin their gravity-assisted journey down specially constructed skid trails. These aren't mere paths, but engineered roadways built to withstand the punishment of logs weighing up to 10,000 pounds, sliding at considerable speed. Modern bulldozers, equipped with GPS guidance systems, carve these trails with precision that ensures proper drainage and prevents erosion. Environmental considerations that were rarely addressed in earlier logging operations. Forwarder machines, looking like mechanical beasts from science fiction, traverse these challenging trails to collect and transport logs to centralized loading areas. Their 8-wheel drive systems and articulated steering allow them to negotiate turns and grades that would stop conventional vehicles cold. The operator, seated in a climate-controlled cabin with 360-degree visibility, manipulates logs with the precision of a chess master, stacking and arranging timber for optimal transport efficiency. At strategic collection points, massive log loaders, some with reach capabilities exceeding 40 feet, organize timber by species and size. These hydraulic giants can lift logs weighing several tons with the gentleness required to prevent damage, while their computer-controlled sorting systems ensure that each piece of timber reaches its optimal destination in Biewer's processing facilities. The transformation of these mountainous logging operations represents more than technological advancement. It embodies American ingenuity conquering natural obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Where our forefathers saw impossible barriers, today's loggers see opportunities to sustainably harvest timber while maintaining the ecological integrity of these precious mountain ecosystems. Safety protocols that would astound earlier generations are now standard practice. Operators undergo rigorous training programs. Emergency communication systems maintain constant contact between crew members, and computer monitoring systems track equipment performance to prevent mechanical failures in hazardous locations. These mountains, once claiming numerous lives in logging accidents, now witness operations with safety records that improve year after year. Environmental stewardship, barely considered in historical logging operations, now drives every decision. Buffer zones around streams protect watershed integrity, selective harvesting maintains forest biodiversity, and reforestation programs ensure these mountainsides will produce timber for future generations. Modern loggers aren't just harvesting trees, they're managing ecosystems with scientific precision. The economic impact of conquering these challenging terrains cannot be overstated. Millions of board feet of premium timber, previously inaccessible, now contribute to America's construction industry and Biewer Lumber's production capacity. These operations provide high-paying careers in rural communities where economic opportunities were once severely limited. But our mountain adventure is just beginning. The drama and excitement you've witnessed here pales in comparison to what awaits. Coming up next, prepare yourself for an even more spectacular display of logging prowess as we venture into different terrain where massive machinery battles different but equally formidable challenges. You'll witness logging operations that push both man and machine to their absolute limits, where every decision carries enormous consequences and where the margin for error approaches zero. The next chapter of our timber harvesting saga will leave you breathless with its combination of raw power, precision engineering, and the indomitable spirit of American loggers who refuse to let any obstacle stand between them and the forests that supply Biewer Lumber's magnificent facilities. The story continues as we transition from the challenging mountain terrain to an entirely different logging environment. The expansive valley floor operations where scale and efficiency take precedence over the specialized techniques required in steep terrain. Here, where centuries of alluvial deposits have created some of the richest forest soils in North America, grow the massive timber stands that provide the bulk of Biewer Lumber's raw material requirements. Valley floor logging operates under fundamentally different principles than mountain operations. While mountain logging requires finesse and specialized equipment to navigate treacherous terrain, valley operations showcase systematic harvesting methods designed to process large volumes efficiently while maintaining strict environmental standards. These are the operations that supply the consistent, high-volume timber flows essential for modern lumber production. The scale difference becomes apparent immediately. Where mountain operations might harvest 50 to 75 trees per acre selectively, valley floor clear-cutting operations can process 150 to 200 trees per acre in systematic patterns. This volume requires entirely different equipment, logistics, and operational planning. The morning shift begins with equipment positioning that resembles a military deployment. Each machine assigned specific zones and responsibilities within the overall harvest plan. The harvester dominates valley floor operations, a tracked machine weighing over 60,000 pounds and powered by engines producing 300 to 400 horsepower. Unlike the feller bunchers used in mountain terrain, these harvesters perform complete tree processing in a single pass. The operator maneuvers through standing timber, selecting trees according to predetermined harvest prescriptions while avoiding designated retention areas. The harvesting process itself demonstrates remarkable efficiency. The cutting head grasps a tree near its base, while the harvester's computer systems measure diameter and calculate optimal processing parameters. The hydraulic saw cuts through the trunk, then delimbing knives strip branches as the tree feeds through the cutting head. Simultaneously, measuring systems determine optimal log lengths based on current market specifications and quality considerations. This automated processing produces multiple products from each tree. The main stem becomes saw logs, destined for Biewer's lumber production, while smaller sections and tops become pulpwood or chip material. Even the branches, once considered waste, now feed biomass energy facilities. This complete utilization ensures maximum economic return from each harvested tree while minimizing waste. Forwarder machines follow the harvesters, collecting processed logs and transporting them to roadside landing areas. These specialized vehicles feature load bunks capable of carrying 15 to 20 tons of logs while maintaining maneuverability in forest conditions. The operator must continuously assess load stability, select appropriate travel routes, and organize logs for efficient unloading at landing areas. The coordination required between multiple machines working simultaneously demands sophisticated communication systems. Radio protocols ensure that operators maintain awareness of each other's locations and activities, preventing dangerous conflicts in areas where visibility may be limited by standing timber or processing debris. Modern GPS tracking allows supervisors to monitor machine locations and productivity in real time. Landing area operations represent the critical interface between forest harvesting and transportation to processing facilities. Here, log loaders sort timber according to species, grade, and size specifications. This sorting process requires extensive knowledge of wood characteristics and market requirements. A skilled loader operator evaluates each log for factors affecting value, straightness, taper, knots, and other defects that influence lumber grades. The sorting process serves multiple purposes beyond simple organization. By segregating logs according to processing requirements, mill efficiency improves significantly. Premium saw logs receive priority handling to minimize damage, while lower-grade material designated for chip production follows different protocols. This attention to quality begins in the forest and continues through every stage of the supply chain. Transportation logistics from valley operations involve different challenges than mountain logging. The higher volumes and more accessible terrain enable use of larger transport equipment. Log trucks in valley operations often carry loads approaching maximum legal limits, requiring precise load optimization to maximize payload efficiency. Modern load calculation software considers log dimensions, species weights, and legal restrictions to determine optimal load combinations. The drivers handling these massive loads require specialized skills beyond normal commercial driving. Loads exceeding 100,000 pounds gross weight demand understanding of vehicle dynamics, braking systems, and route planning that considers bridge weight limits and road conditions. Many transport routes cover distances exceeding 100 miles from harvest sites to processing facilities. Environmental considerations in valley floor operations differ significantly from mountain logging, but remain equally important. The flat terrain and higher soil moisture content create different erosion risks and require specific mitigation measures. Seasonal restrictions often limit operations during wet periods when soil compaction risks increase. Modern harvesting equipment features low ground pressure designs that minimize soil disturbance even in sensitive conditions. Water quality protection receives particular attention in valley operations due to the prevalence of streams and wetlands in these ecosystems. Buffer zones around water features typically exceed 100 feet in width, with specific prescriptions for tree retention and soil protection. These buffers maintain stream temperatures, prevent erosion, and preserve habitat for aquatic species. Wildlife habitat considerations influence every aspect of valley floor harvest planning. These diverse ecosystems support numerous species requiring different habitat characteristics. Harvest prescriptions include retention of mature trees for nesting sites, snags for cavity-dwelling species, and travel corridors connecting different habitat areas. This biological diversity requires careful coordination between harvest operations and wildlife management objectives. The reforestation process in valley operations begins with site preparation that may include mechanical treatments to prepare optimal seedbed conditions. Site preparation must balance competing objectives, creating conditions favorable for tree establishment while minimizing soil disturbance and erosion potential. Modern equipment can precisely control the intensity of site preparation treatments. Tree planting typically occurs within 1 year of harvest completion, using seedlings grown from genetically improved seed sources. These genetic improvements can increase growth rates by 20 to 30% while improving disease resistance and wood quality characteristics. Planting crews use GPS-guided equipment to ensure proper spacing and species distribution according to management prescriptions. The long-term forest management planning governing valley operations considers rotation lengths typically ranging from 35 to 50 years, depending on species and management objectives. These planning horizons require sophisticated modeling of growth responses, market conditions, and regulatory requirements. Modern forest management software integrates biological growth models with economic optimization to determine optimal management strategies. Certification programs play an increasingly important role in valley floor operations. Third-party certification systems verify that harvesting operations meet specific environmental and social standards. These certifications provide market advantages for certified timber while ensuring that operations maintain high standards for environmental protection and community relations. Technology adoption in valley operations continues advancing rapidly. Automated harvesting systems reduce operator fatigue while improving precision and safety. Real-time production monitoring provides immediate feedback on operational efficiency and quality control. Advanced GPS systems enable precise tracking of harvesting prescriptions and environmental compliance requirements. Economic impact analysis reveals that valley floor operations generate substantial benefits for rural communities. Employment extends beyond direct harvesting jobs to include equipment dealers, transportation companies, and service providers supporting these operations. The tax revenue generated by forest products helps fund rural infrastructure and public services essential for community viability. Quality assurance throughout valley operations ensures that timber reaching Biewer Lumber meets strict specifications for moisture content, size consistency, and grade requirements. This quality focus begins with tree selection in the forest and continues through every handling operation. Consistent quality reduces processing costs while improving lumber recovery rates at the mill. The integration of valley floor harvesting operations with mill processing schedules requires careful coordination. Harvest volumes must match mill capacity while maintaining consistent species mix and quality standards. This coordination involves sophisticated scheduling systems that balance forest access conditions, transportation availability, and production requirements. Market fluctuations significantly influence valley floor operations due to their high volume characteristics. These operations must maintain flexibility to adjust production volumes and species mix in response to changing market conditions. This adaptability requires diversified transportation and processing relationships that can accommodate varying production levels. The sustainable management principles governing these valley operations ensure long-term timber supplies for companies like Biewer Lumber. By maintaining forest productivity while protecting environmental values, these operations demonstrate that intensive forest management can support both economic and ecological objectives. The forests we see harvested today will produce timber for future generations through careful application of silvicultural principles. As these massive log trucks loaded with valley floor timber join the mountain harvests heading toward Biewer's processing facilities, we complete our journey through the complex supply chain that transforms standing forests into the precision lumber products we explored earlier. This integration of forest management, harvesting technology, and manufacturing capability represents the modern forest products industry at its finest, where environmental responsibility guides economic activity and where sustainable practices ensure continued prosperity for forest-dependent communities across America. And there you have it, the complete story of American lumber production, from the towering forests of our mountainsides and fertile valleys to the precision manufacturing floors of companies like Biewer Lumber. We've witnessed an industry that honors its heritage while embracing innovation, where skilled craftsmen work alongside cutting-edge technology to transform nature's gifts into the building blocks of our communities. This journey showcases more than industrial processes. It reveals the dedication of thousands of professionals who ensure that every board, every timber, and every piece of lumber meets the standards that have built America for generations. From the forest managers planning sustainable harvests to the mill operators crafting precision products, each step reflects our nation's commitment to excellence. Thank you for staying with us through this complete exploration of the lumber industry. If this behind-the-scenes journey amazed you as much as it did us, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who appreciate American craftsmanship. Don't forget to subscribe to Global Works TV and ring that notification bell. We have many more fascinating industrial stories waiting to unfold. Until next time, keep building America.